Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at what you're manifesting before the end of the year. Can't wait to get into your reading. As you noticed, I am back home. I had to leave my mom's home because I had to finish some things. Unfortunately, I couldn't stay longer, but at least we have the crystals and the zodiac signs, so that's the good part about it. All right. So let's get straight into the reading. Today, you can pick your pile using the temperance on top of each deck or using your crystals. If this is your preferred method, let me introduce your crystals to you. For pile number 1, you've got the tiger's eye. For pile number 2, in the shape of a squirrel, of course. For pile number 2, you've got the blue lace agate in the shape of a heart. And for pile number 3, you've got the Lapis Lazuli in the shape of a star. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It will always take you to the messages that you're meant to hear about in your reading. Perhaps there are different things that you're manifesting this year, or maybe just one, and there are different aspects to it. So trust your intuition wherever it's taking you. Once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times, which will take you straight to your readings. You will notice that during the readings, I see similar cards that popped up in another reading. I will always let you know, hey, I've seen this card in this reading. If you're drawn to it, you can check it out. Like a lot of you sometimes, or I want to say most of the time, are drawn, in fact, to the other pile. And so that kind of confirms that your intuition was in fact correct about it. But that's just my way of assisting you in finding your piles. At the end of the day, it's all up to you and how you feel when you hear about a pile or when you look at the piles. Okay, so please note that in a moment I will be assigning different zodiac signs to each pile. If this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. Okay, if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, then as you know, this part of the introduction was created specifically for you guys. After the shuffling, I will be drawing out 4 signs for each pile. Okay, let's go one more time. There we go. So for pile number 1, the signs are Virgo, Pisces, as well as Leo and Aquarius. For pile number 2, the signs are Cancer, Sagittarius, Aries, as well as Gemini. And for pile number 3, the signs are Capricorn, Libra, Taurus, as well as Scorpio. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3, of course. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your piles using other placements in your chart, please feel free to do that. Your way is the right way. You might like to pick your piles using completely different ways. Maybe you prefer to pick your piles using the timestamps. Maybe, you feel a tingle when you move your hands over the piles. There are many, many different ways to use your intuition. your way is the correct way. These are just different ways to make it enjoyable and easier for you to pick your piles. And perhaps you like to explore different ways to pick your piles every reading. And once you're ready, my dear soul family, you will find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at what you're manifesting before the end of the year. Can't wait, as always, to get into your reading. These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them down for you guys down in the description box. Okay, so before we begin, very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. I feel like these 2 cards are coming out, so let's take them. Your crystal is the beautiful tiger's eye in the shape of a squirrel. And of course, if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Virgo, Pisces, Leo, and Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it and find out what you're manifesting before the end of the year. I feel like these are trying to come out. So let's take them. And these as well. Wow, your tarot cards are ready even before we've begun your reading. So these are the tarot decks that, well, also this one's moving, so I'm gonna take it. Oh my God. There are a lot, but I'm trusting the process. We'll keep this group right there and this group right here. And let's begin checking your cards. So you've got befriend pleasure. Oh, I love this for you. What nice words. Befriend pleasure. And there's something about you having something super unique that stands out, because we've got the peacock and its beautiful feathers. It's definitely a creature that we can't help but marvel at. Because that, I believe that's one of the things it's created to do, to have that effect on you, to look and go, oh my God, what beauty. It stands there, shakes its feathers, and gracefully and elegantly opens up for you to look at the art. Like, wow. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm just like marveling at the peacock, but there must be something of that energy, of that something for you maybe to marvel at that's coming up next. Maybe you're going to be in a state of awe, just like I'm feeling towards the peacock. Maybe you're going to be standing in awe at something. Okay, that's lovely. So you've got befriend pleasure. You've got servant. You've got pets. Oh, nice. Okay. You've got Venus in Leo with affair. So all sorts of emotions here. Something is definitely hitting you in the feels, making you marvel at something. Ooh, look at that. You've got time. And some of the keywords here are zones, fourth dimension, AM, PM, countdown, definitely slow-mo. You know how when you marvel at something, you feel something, time stops almost. Kind of what I'm feeling here. Okay, so these are your initial cards, your oracle cards. Let's now take a look at your tarot cards. Although I was going to pick that one up, but I kind of feel we should pick this one, this section off first. Ooh, so you've got the Weaver of Challenges. That's the Queen of Swords. Very powerful Queen of Swords. And although it's the winter, it's so beautiful to look at, isn't it? Gosh, there's something so majestic. I don't know what it is about you reading. It keeps putting me in a state of marvel. Isn't that crazy? So, okay. You've got the Queen of Swords. You've got the full card. And I can hear an airplane. Maybe you're traveling somewhere? Did you hear that? Wow. Maybe you're traveling. You've got the wise woman, that's the high priestess. Someone here is traveling. You've got the keeper of spells, that's the king of wands. Let me create space. Right? And you've got the child of spells, that's the page of wands. Powerful energy leading you to experience something new. So the travel here and the airplane, everything we've been seeing in your reading, it's like a new experience, taking you to a new experience. It doesn't have to be necessarily traveling, although some of you are definitely traveling here, but it's taking you to a new experience for sure. You've got the child of visions, again, another page, the page of cups, 2 pages. Makes me feel like an open book, 1 page on the left side and another page on the right side. You've got the star card with starlight. Again, the marveling, you see? Wow. Yeah, let's stop there. We've got 2 more cards. I feel like I want to place them here, so let's do that. I'll keep these here. So let's now start inspecting. What are you manifesting before the end of the year? What are you manifesting? I know you're gonna have a new experience. That I know for sure. But I wanna try to extract information. There is a new experience. A new experience that maybe you read about previously. Something that you heard about, but never was part of, up until now at least. There's something about you getting this experience through a back door rather than a direct door. Why do I say that? Because you've got affair. Affair is happening behind somebody's back. That's where I'm getting the idea of back door, like good emotions, but you're not maybe getting it the usual way others are getting it. This wonderful experience to marvel at. Also, just like pets, when we love a pet so much and we take them into this beautiful world, they don't have to go hunt themselves. They don't have to do this. They don't have to do that. I'm not saying that this is necessarily a good thing at all, but all I'm saying is we fall in love with an animal so much that we just want to give them the best life in the world. So somehow you're going to this year get a new experience, get access to a new experience that you've only read about in books maybe, or watched it in the movies, something out a bit or a lot outwardly, something that you would marvel at. You can't believe, how did I get access to that? Perhaps to get access to this life, you would need things like, for example, a lot of money, or a specific job perhaps, or something like that. So something this year is happening where you're going oh my God, you look at in awe and you go, I cannot believe I'm experiencing this. And you get to have it easily. It's not, you're not the one who directly, let's say, worked for it or had to do it, but it's just happening to you? How? That's a good question. How is it happening to you? I would say just like a pet, maybe someone is endorsing you, or a company is endorsing you, or maybe you're part of a, with servant, it could be your work, you're part of a project, and because you're part of that project, you're being taken to that location, or being you get to experience that. Yeah, that's exactly what I see here. Let's give an example. Let's say there is this, I don't know, like 5-star Hollywood party, although that's not interesting anymore. Right? So let's find another example. Let's say your company, for example, is taking you to this lavish location that is so luxe, and you get to live this luxe world for a while, or maybe, who knows, it is a new page, I don't know yet for how long. But this is a grand opportunity this year opening up for you to experience something marvelous that you've never experienced before. And it seems to be you being taken with someone, and you will be pampered and loved and appreciated as you're being taken there. I believe with servant, it is part of your work. It doesn't have to be, of course, but it could be. Somehow you are serving each other, you and that other person or organization that's taking you. It's like you, oh my God, I love being here. And that organization is like, welcome, we love to have you here. So yeah, getting a marvelous experience the very easy way, taking a shortcut. You don't have to go through the usual route that people have to go to. And mind you, also reaching that type of whatever lux or that type of marvelous experience in a short time. Maybe like people take years to get to that point, for example. Yeah, or something like that. But for you, maybe at a young age or in a short span of time, that could be the back door, like getting it the easy way. Short span of time, you get to have that marvelous experience. So yeah, now we have our finger on what this is. Seeing the high priestess here, this makes me feel like not only is this fated for you to happen, but you're landing in the right place. You're the right person in the right time, in the right place. And you do have an important role to play. That's why you are getting that experience in the way that you are. That's why suddenly things don't make sense. Time doesn't make sense. Place doesn't make sense. You're like, how did I get here? This is, I would say, planned, fated to happen. You have an important role there. King of Wands, Keeper of Spells, it makes me feel like there's a lot of magic involved. Yes, we of course know the tangible reasons. You're needed as part of, I don't know if this is a project there, but really, there's a lot of magic happening. If you trace back and look, it doesn't make sense with the small energy of the pages here. Young energy still. It's like, you know, that energy of looking at a pet in a private plane going, oh my God, this pet is so lucky, right? There's something here about that young energy. It could be young in experience, young in still making that type of money, whatever this young here is talking about. But you get to see someone being super spoiled, and you're like, oh, look at that. Even the cat, this beautiful cat, is spoiled. Something like that. So you get to have an awesome experience but also it is recognized like, hey, this person is young for this experience, or this person is still in that position, or something like that. It's like this person is definitely super lucky to have that early on, you see. So that's the details that I see in your cards about what you're manifesting. This is really cool, what you're manifesting this year. But make no mistake, with the wise woman or the high priestess, everything happens for a reason, and you are there at the right time. You're the right person at the right time for one reason or the other. Perhaps these are explaining this, which is the keeper of spells, what I've noticed here. Oh, I was going to say here, like, if you look at things, it just doesn't make sense. That's what I was trying to say. There's so much magic involved to make this happen. So many opportunities coming to make this happen. Speaking of which, let's take a look at this magic. What is this magic about? You've got the 5. Ooh, interesting. You've got the 5 of Cups, and look, that's the princess being led to the frog. She's about to, kiss the frog, and it turns into a prince. So that's interesting, because you've got Weaver of Challenges. 5 of Cups is a disappointment. The magic here is a disappointment, or a couple or many challenges that you're running to fix, perhaps holding the loose ends of every thread and weaving it together, like quickly running, trying to catch the problem before it happens, fixing the problem with great intelligence with the Queen of Swords, where you will find that it led you to an experience, and something turns into a prince, or something turns into something charming. So that's how you're gonna go towards that experience. We'll find out more. There you go, on your Temperance card. They're all working here in this Temperance card. They're all working. Turning metal into beautiful swords. Masters, right? Master crafters. So this is pushing you to craft something. That's the magic. In order to get in touch with a magical power that you have, it's almost like the universe is pushing you. Perhaps in 2 ways. Through an experience that will make you marvel, as well as you trying to save something. And with the Temperance, the dual nature of these two, of you trying to quickly fix something and try to keep an experience or be part of an experience, or the marvel of the experience together, will lead you down a path where something looks to you and everyone else so normal turns into this charming prince. Now, I'll give you an example. Please don't take it literally, but it's just there to help you understand the energy that I've been talking about for the last minute. And so in that way, you can start imagining what could possibly be happening at this rundown towards now, from now towards the end of December. What's going on that's literally taking you to that marvelous experience. Let's say you work in a company, and you honor your job, you're doing a great job, and suddenly a catastrophe happens. You have to save something. Everyone in the company now is in alarm mode. Everyone has to do everything to try to save the situation. Perhaps everyone in the company is taking on more work and doing things that they don't usually do. And so that's the case with you. You're running, trying to figure it out, trying to fix it. You don't want this to happen either. As this is happening, you're starting to notice that it's taking you somewhere you didn't expect. Let's say you always heard how this company ships its products to Saint-Tropez, and then it's just something you heard about, but all of a sudden they're like, we have to send you there now to fix the situation. You're the one who's been working on this for a while, and we need you to go there and fix that situation. And so suddenly you're now so excited about this trip, but at the same time, you still have to work hard. And in the process of these two things working out together at the same time, you go to Saint-Tropez, and then you start fixing the situation, you start working hard, your mastery and your skills come out, you suddenly realize so many things about yourself that you can do. Many skills that were hidden, that you find out about, even you didn't know you can do that. The company's like, whoa, at pile number 1, why didn't you tell us you were so skilled? And you're like... I just don't like talking a lot about myself. You're surprised too. And the company's like, we definitely need someone there in that position, because if we had someone like you there in the first place, we would have been like making a lot of sales, or maybe things would have been working properly, this, that, and the other. We'd like to give you an amazing offer. We want you to be there. Let's say this is a place that you always wanted to go to. Out of nowhere, you find yourself in that place. Not only that, but you discover amazing skills about yourself that you never knew you had. And so suddenly, right in the middle of your chapter, this current chapter of your life, you suddenly realize it's not the middle of that chapter. It's just the end of one and the beginning of a new one. A new page out of the blue is being created. One thing's for sure, however the story is going to roll out for you, you are there at the right time for a specific reason. Speaking of which, let's explore that energy. Let's pull out the rest of your tarot cards and explore that energy about what you're manifesting before the end of this year. Very cool story and experience. Let's find out. So you've got the Weaver of Visions. That's the Queen of Cups. Another queen. What's up here? And look, they're all together, all the queens, except for the Queen of Pentacles, which is that's the Queen of Wands, except for the Queen of Pentacles is replaced by the Fool card, which means that this here is a new beginning for your pentacles, a new beginning for your wish fulfillment, or living the financial life that you dream about. Okay? So we've got our 4 queens, or the beginning of the 4th one. You can see here that straight away you are revered for your intelligence, for your mastery, for your professionalism. You are charismatic, you're loved for this energy in this new place. You're popular in this new place. And with the Queen of Cups, there's a lot of elegance and class to you also in that place. It's definitely a place where you will thrive. Okay? So you've got the 10 of Challenges. That's the 10 of Swords. That's the end of pain. So nice to see. Right. Whoa. You've got the 9 of Visions. That's the 9 of Cups. And you can see a wish. A coin being thrown into a well. A wish well. That's powerful. You've got... This is the Death card with the black shuck. And you've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Enchanter's Wheel. Wow, wow, wow. Right, so what do we see? It is fated that you're moving towards a destiny that shall end your current pain. because it's a new door opening up for you where you will befriend pleasure, thus ending the current pain point, strongest pain point in your life. The door is not fully open, but it's enough for you to come in, which means, in my opinion, that there's still some more opportunities that can come in. It's not your full potential is what I'm trying to say. You can clearly see that a huge wish is coming true for you, especially one that will help release that huge pain point. I see energy of excitement, falling in love, that marvel that we've been seeing, feeling like life is great. There's, it's like without you meaning to, opening the door and landing in heaven, like, whoa. But be careful. Just as the Wheel of Fortune is going to take you to a high from a low point, you want to be careful. It can. I'm not saying it will at all, ever, but it can take you very quickly down a low. So you want to be careful. The dog here takes us to the pets. It's exactly the same way. Just as we love our pets so dearly, our domestication harms the pets. They should be outdoors most of the time. They should be, hunting their own food, this, that, and the other. So while this gives you great advantages, great wishes, it does come at a great cost. If you're not wary of noticing the, let's say, disadvantages that come with this marvelous experience, it can, on the other side of the coin, be detrimental to something important to you. I don't know, detrimental to your health maybe, or to the very thing that you care about, to your job, to your finances, to your beautiful energy. I will pull out cards and see what you are guided to do exactly. So, because if you follow your guidance and you're careful about this energy, you don't need to go through it at all. But you also need to be mindful that this energy exists, and you want to take your right precautions to do the right thing. Okay? So let's find out, what is this talking about? What should you be very careful about, mindful about, and how you should go about it. You've got the Three of Swords, Three of Challenges. Let's not put it on the nice energy. Let's keep it here. Can you see your cards? No. I think now it's better to create space for this important energy. So you've got the Three of Swords, Ten of Spells, the Ten of Wands. Yeah, something can definitely lay heavy on you. What is that? The fairy wind. That's the Chariot. Swept by the wind. Don't let the wind carry you. This is, you know what this is? You know how they say, if you don't have a plan, you're going to be part of somebody else's plan? So there's movement. The thing is, are you driving this movement, or is somebody else driving this movement for you? Okay, you've got Seven of Visions, that's the Seven of Cups, starting with the guidance here. You've got the Seeker of Challenges, that's the Knight of Swords. And you've got the Two of Visions, that's the Two of Cups. There's a strong emphasis about vision here, about holding your vision tight, close at all times. Because it seems like there's a lot of how can I say this? A lot of temptations for you to, at any moment, lose what your vision is. And that's why you need to remain super focused with the Knight of Swords. If we take the same example, and remember, this is just an example, of you going to Saint-Tropez. Let's say the challenges here are like, for example, following people. There's a lot of very wealthy people, and let's say, for example, you want to be part of a community. That could hurt you. Like maybe you start spending your wealth on a lot of luxury experiences and luxury products and all of that, and you find yourself in a very bad situation. It's not the time, for example, to do that yet. That's just an example. But I would say with the Three of Swords and the Ten of Wands, you will start to realize what the trick is, what can break your heart, what can go wrong if you are observant from the very beginning, once you are taken to this marvelous experience. What inkling do you have versus what you wish to create from that experience? Like when you first get there, you're like, oh my God, this is a new journey. I can achieve this, I can do that. I can grow in my company, I can do this, I can do that. Versus what are you starting to feel like you want to heavily enjoy that could turn into heavy energy. That's where you need to weigh out things. This is not saying don't have fun. This is saying be very mindful of breaking your own heart. Because, by the way, the Three of Swords is one of the strong meanings of the Three of Swords is pulling at the strings of your own heart. So this is saying you could be breaking your own heart. Is it about following others, like following what others are doing mindlessly, maybe? Letting the wind drive you, not having plans, right? Not having plans is also dangerous in a great opportunity, right? So this is where the danger is. Notice what you're really drawn to, where you can mindlessly overindulge versus what's actually super important for you. And so your guidance here, as long as you are focused and you have your vision right in front of your eyes, holding it in like a dear person for dear life. No, and most importantly, taking the time to think of what your goals are. What are the important things? These things will keep you focused. Stay disciplined, stay on your path. Yes, have fun, but don't lose yourself in the fun. Be the driver of this experience. Sometimes you want to make a stop. That's fine. But otherwise, you are very focused on your most important vision. Well, having fun every now and then, here and there, in the right way, without hurting yourself. This is not to say, again, don't have fun. In fact, one of your main cards is befriend pleasure. I mean, you're taken there to enjoy life, to have a great experience to marvel at. But always remember what is important and the how. It's not about not enjoying your time. It's about how to enjoy your time without losing yourself or losing your goals. So the best thing to do is be very clear about your vision. Keep it close to you. Maybe post it on the wall in front of you at all times. Always remember, this is my goal, so that when temptations happen, you can weigh it against this goal and go, I love this temptation. Does it take away from my goal? No. Great. Let's go have fun. Does it take away from my goal? No. I must pass with this one. So, my dear pile number one, remember, you're young energy in this awesome experience, and that's how you can gain muscle experience and wisdom to go through it powerfully. So, my dear pile number one, this was your reading. I wish you the best of luck from my heart about this awesome, marvelous experience. I hope you have great fun, just as it's intended for you. I also hope you find out why it's fated for you to be there. It seems like you have a very important goal there. So all the best of luck with that. I didn't see anything in your cards that give us more information, but it's the High Priestess. You'll find out more about why you are at the right place at the right time in the right time. So, my dear pile number one, this was your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at what you're manifesting before the end of the year. These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them down in the description box for you guys. So very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Looks like you've got 2 here. Your crystal is the beautiful blue lace agate in the shape of a heart. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Cancer, Sagittarius, Aries, and Gemini. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's check out your oracle cards first. Let's see these 2 cards that came out together. You've got Offer Up Gratitude. Beautiful colors in this card. And you've got Take Stock of Your Achievements. Ooh, nice. Oh my God. Okay, I think I have an idea, but I'm gonna wait. You've got Zombie. So we've got the keyword automation here with zombie, something like working on its own, perhaps. You've got Mercury in Aquarius with originality. And you've got faithfulness. Okay. Let's shuffle your tarot cards. Pull out the first row so that... These are 2 cards, actually. Whoa, what is that? What is that? King of Swords and High Priestess. This is a lot of mind. What's in common between the 2 is an intelligent mind, an active mind. And look, you've got Mercury in Aquarius with originality. What are you up to? I have a cool idea for this pile. And I'm just gonna trust my intuition here. Right, so let's find out more. Right, so Ace of Wands. There's something brilliant. You've done something brilliant here in this pile. Again, I'm not going to start until we see the rest of the cards. You've got the World card. Wow. From the Ace of Wands to the World card. Like, this is a big completion because that's a major arcana. Ooh, I definitely know what's going on here. The 4 of Pentacles. And the Page of Cups. Well, my dear pile number 2, I don't know what you've done, but it looks like you have come up with something brilliant, a brilliant system of making money. That's what I'm seeing. Like I told you, I'm just going to follow my intuition with that. You've done something brilliant. With the zombie and the automation, you've made something, or you're going to figure something out this year. That or the other. There's no other way. You've found something brilliant. Maybe you were able to put your hands on effective information on how to make you amass a lot of money. Whether this is you gaining access to brilliant information that teaches you how to make money, or you coming up with a brilliant idea on how to automate money, or maybe even both. One thing is for sure, it seems like before the end of the year, something that you've started or will start from start to end of this year, you will amass a huge amount of money. It will be the beginning of you making much bigger money than you have before, and there's a machine here, automation. It just keeps making money for you. And it does say take stock of your achievement. Some of you may have been investing in the stocks, right? Or this is just simply saying, because of all of the work you've done, you've created a system and now you get to sit back and relax. You're going to be in such energy of gratitude, especially because the system is going to be super faithful to you. It will be following you around. It's not leaving you. It is with you. So I would say maybe some of you have invested in stocks. Maybe some of you have gotten knowledge that maybe not a lot of people knew about. Maybe because you're well read, you found out about a specific thing that will work, so you put your money there. It's like something about saving money or making money. A new page of having great wealth. Congratulations, my dear pile number 2. I love this energy for you. May you have great wealth all of your life. You see the pictures here? I strongly feel like this is going to be generational wealth from one generation to another. Big money here in this pile that will always stay with you. I definitely believe and see, especially with Mercury as well, that this is a result of being highly informed, highly, intellectual, educated, and as well as working your mind through whatever you're reading here or planning, and how you executed it to make that money. Or that resource. And nothing can stop it now. Nothing can stop it now. My dear pile number 2, you've literally made a money machine. Let's get more information on that. Okay, so cool. Okay, you've got the 2 of Wands. Something nice here. I think you've taken a great risk, but you knew what you were doing. Also with the umbrella, you made sure you're safe as best as you could. 2 of Wands. Wow, you've got the Sun card, and it does say trip through the impossible. So you've done something. You were illuminated about something, and you've taken a risk that many could have seen as impossible to do, but you've done it. Wow. You've done the Star card. You've got the Star card, and I see that because you've taken such a risk, you're now amongst the stars. This is wealth. This is a pile of great wealth. And also star, as well as the curtains here. Maybe some of you are actually stars, and you've taken a risk to put yourself out there. So that's another energy that we see, but you've done it in the right way. Okay, let's pull out more cards. You've got the Judgment card. Till death do us part. It's like that powerful energy is there with you until the minute as long as you are alive, and maybe beyond, who knows. It's an energy at the end of the day. You've got the 8 of Swords, the Ace of Swords, freedom, and you've got the Temperance card, but this one also moved. So what's that? 3 of Pentacles. Something that will continuously work for you. Continue to flow. Fill in your cup. Will continue to keep you balanced. floating safely. It's like you have swapped one energy for another, taken an extreme risk to have the energy of lifelong safety, you know? It's almost like energetically you paid the price, if we can say that. You've done something super risky that will give you lifelong security. I'm so curious about this pile, giving you ultimate freedom. And so from here towards the end of the year, you will either have something working for you that you've already started, or for a lot of you, you know, you do have the Ace of Wands on the World card. For a lot of you, you will start it now and it will lead to that energy. And so in your case, what's manifesting for you is the knowledge that you're manifesting right now that will lead to that type of wealth. Yeah. There's something weird here. There's something about films and entertainment, because you've got film here, you've got a stage, you've got the star, you know. Also stock, take stock of your achievement, again reminds me of pictures. So it's crazy, but there's something about, I know it's specific, but I'm seeing something regarding animation, entertainment, art, acting, something like that. It's definitely there in this pile. So maybe some of you are starting something brilliant pertaining to entertainment, film, art, something like that. I don't know, but it's there. Risk could be, of course, I'm just like guessing here because you're doing something original. So I don't know. I don't think it's that simple, but maybe you're creating a movie and putting it out there, taking that risk. I don't know, but there's a risk. It's a brilliant idea, but it's a well-informed risk that you're taking. Well-informed risk. This risk will keep you free and safe for the rest of your life. That's the beginning. So I'm inclined to think you're going to make that beginning before the end of the year, this year. And that's going to take you, that's going to turn into something with the major arcana, something major. I don't think you're even expecting the magnitude of that. Not to mention how much you're going to make out of it. And how faithfully it's going to continue to give you, and how grateful you're going to be about not just how it worked out, but the fact that you've begun this. You know, pile 1 had the High Priestess in exactly that same position, if I'm not mistaken, referring to something fated that's supposed to happen to them being in the right place at the right time. I'm not going to continue information about pile number 1. It's their reading, but if you are drawn to it, I would definitely say it's your reading too. Check it out with what you're getting here, along with the information you hear about pile 1. I think you would totally understand maybe what's going on here. I personally think they're very much connected, but long story short, you're going to have a new opportunity based on some awesome information that you will find out about, and with that you're going to formulate a brilliant idea. You're going to start it, you're like, oh, that's going to work, that's brilliant, and oh boy, is it going to work for you. But it is a high risk. What was the nature of that risk? Is it like risk in money, risk in time, risk in you maybe, I don't know, like losing something important? What is it? Risk in money. Yes, you're going to be putting a lot of money into this. But just like that's going to be a hefty amount for sure. But it's going to give you back so much. It's going to make you wealthy. I would say with the stability of the King of Pentacles, it's the right money. Huge lump sum, but it's the right money in the right place. So Is it only a risk of money? Tower, you're scared. Yes, it's the risk. It's a huge risk of money, but you're scared because it can make you fall anytime. You're not going to. You're doing it intelligently. Yes, it's a risk of money, but it's a huge one. And you're taking that risk, going, oh my God, I can lose everything. I can lose my safety with it. Wow. But seeing the High Priestess and the Star, you almost feel like you're guided to do that. Like, that's the right thing to do. I'm following that. I'm following my intuition. I'm following what's calling me. I feel like it's really calling you here. You almost feel like it's out of hand and you want to do it. It just sounds so right, and you're doing it intelligently. You're putting a hefty amount. It's super risky, but you're going to be balanced. It's going to work out fine. And boys, this is going to turn out into a huge level up for you. Freedom, something continuously working out. So what is working out for you? Can we get more information, please, for pile number 2? What's working? How is it like automated? Can we get more information about that? 10 of Wands, 3 of Cups. For people, it kind of solves some heaviness, like maybe it's entertainment, so it makes people have a nice time offloading their heaviness. Maybe it is an actual problem that people are carrying, and you make it easy for the collective. That's why it's such a good idea. Or maybe just like stocks, when each one contributes, it becomes more heavy and good for the collective. Something like that. That new beginning that you're starting, it's definitely serving the collective. 8 of Cups. That new beginning you're starting. What is that new beginning you're starting? It helps the collective. Maybe you're amongst the collective to offload heaviness and be free. Walk away free and to be free. That's as much as I'm getting here when it comes to this new. Maybe we're not supposed to get more. You're supposed to discover it in due time and formulate it in due time, but that's the nature of it. It allows the collective to offload, be free, and be free. Okay, we'll respect as much as we're meant to know. We can ask, how are you starting it? Wow, you're starting with an investment. Ace of Pentacles, yeah, we forgot that. It's an investment. You're starting with an investment, putting in an investment. And the 5 of Pentacles, yeah. I think you will be penny pinching a bit. You living... how can I say this? You know what I want to say, right? It's like you... lowering, I don't want to say lowering your standard of living, but like putting most of your money that you have into this and living on the low for a while until this picks up. But it's going to make all of the sense in the world with the King of Pentacles that we saw here. It's going to be a great investment that you make. You'll be so proud of yourself that you made this investment. You see that vision, you're like, right, I'm going to take that risk. It's a great vision. I'm going to put my money there and I'm going to live way under my means, because that one day is going to blow up. So that's the nature of this. Okay. And you're going to be so grateful for making this, what can I say, investment. Then in that case, is that really a movie then? Maybe it's a movie that you're creating. It doesn't have to be, of course. That's just a detail here for whoever resonates with it. But I see you planning meticulously for it. You're like going, right, we're going to put this amount here. We're going to do this type of thing. We're going to put this type of effort. And month after month, or I don't know how long, you're going to be very meticulous in how you make this work. Because you really believe in it. Because one day, this is going to be pouring into your cup for free. You're going to love this. And how much is going to be giving back to you. So that's really, really, really nice. Okay, and the Tower card, I think when you start making this investment, it looks like you are going to be a little bit afraid. Not going to lie to you. You're like, this is crazy. But you are going to be making this investment. It is an educated one. And you'll be proud of yourself for making this investment. How about we pull out some guidance because of the Five of Pentacles and the Tower card is like, you will be, you have to be very careful with your finances as you make that initial investment towards, I don't know, that movie or whatever this information that you have here is, that brilliant idea that you have. And it's going to grow into great achievement day by day or month by month. So since we understand fully that this is a huge investment for you, how are you guided to navigate through this time where you're putting a lot of your money into this? King of Wands. I love the answer, the Empress, and the Justice card. This is saying this is not meant, if you have the right energy with the King of Wands, the right strength, you will know that you're always abundant. This is not meant to make you poor. This is meant to make you rich and abundant. You can see the Empress being pregnant here. So it's during that time as things are growing for you, if you are balanced and you think about things well, and with a lot of creativity with the King of Wands, you can actually go through this time with a lot of fun, a lot of abundance, get the right things. So these two cards really, especially actually the three, remind me of how people who are intelligent make things work for them. So it's like, we don't have to pay this, we can do it like that and have even more fun. And through this process, you get to find out better deals, you get to be more cultured because you think outside of your regular box and explore other ways of going through life. So you're not going to live a boring life as you make that investment, I would say. It just needs a lot of creativity and strength to go through it gracefully in a balanced way. If you are creative, Empress is creativity, King of Wands is creativity, you will find yourself maybe even more abundant than if you had this money to spend. Because you are making a hefty investment. So with a lot of creativity, you will have an even better life than if you had been, I would say, otherwise lazy in the department of creativity, of course, and would have just lived your regular life. So great, it's not going to be that bad at all. It's a temporary time, just like a pregnancy. You have to wait from the beginning of pregnancy to 9 months until the baby, until you get to hold your baby, right? So it's going to take time where you have to be very careful with your finances until you are free. And you get to hold the results of this investment. But you're going to be so proud of yourself. So I can't ask about what this information is because you're meant to know about it in due time. It's the High Priestess, but I will tell you that you will be so lucky to find out about this opportunity and about this specific knowledge. Can I ask, why do I keep seeing films? Are you investing in a film? Let's get it over with, because I can't help but feel like there's something pertaining to art, pictures, film, stage. So is that like an example, or is this an energy for everyone watching? And the star, the Fool card. Another one, please. The Hanged Man. What? Okay, another one, just another. These are 2 major arcana. 5 of Wands. So what's up with the film and the stage and the pictures? What is up with that? Fool, new beginning. Hanged Man is something outside of the box, something that we don't usually know. So I would say you will find out in due time, is what I'm seeing. It's not like a regular energy where I can like usually close my eyes and find an example. I think this is something so out of the box, which is what we've seen here. You'll find out, you'll understand what the stage, the film, the stock, the star was talking about when it comes to this opportunity in due time. You will understand. Because you're not meant to jump start into it unless it's due time. It's the fated time. So you knowing about it now, more than that, will compete with the energy of this new beginning. Maybe you will start without realizing, obsessing about it, maybe early on, Googling about it, finding out about it before it's due time. Because you're meant to know about it at a specific time. So as far as we're concerned, yes, film, theater, images, somehow, some way have to do with it. But that's as far as you're supposed to know. You'll recognize the full picture in due time. So yeah, that's what I see, my dear pile number 2. So excited to know more about this. I hope you guys do share with me when you find out. I would love to know. But in any case, what's really clear is that you're going to be so grateful for this. But I can tell you that when this happens, either that brilliant idea or you find out about this knowledge, you will see the number 1111. I know that's the 2 of the High Priestess, but that's what I'm intuitively seeing here. You will see the number 1111. And you will recognize instantly that this is a huge opportunity that you can jump into. In fact, you will feel that you're lucky to jump into an opportunity like that. Maybe you will be amongst movie stars. Like maybe you'll be in a room somehow, some way with movie stars, or somehow something very closely related to the entertainment industry, perhaps some way. Maybe you're a graphic designer, who knows? Maybe it's a new technology of AI creating images or movies. You know, you never know what's going on these days. Maybe you're gonna be, no, I shouldn't say that. I'm not supposed to give you ideas in the wrong time. I think I picked up on something, but I'm not gonna say anymore. Okay, but yeah, there is something here for sure that will give you ultimate freedom, and you will love this brilliant idea. Okay, very quickly before we end your reading, since this is what you're manifesting, any final thoughts that you're meant to know about regarding this manifestation? 6 of Cups. It will allow you to get in touch with a childhood dream somehow. Knight of Swords. You'll be... No, hold on. Wow, Wheel of Fortune. And finally, the Hermit. You will learn a lot. Knight of Swords and the Hermit. Yes, because the 6 of Cups could also be you. It has to do with child energy, so it has to do with, I would say, learning as well. I believe you're going to get into a new field, learn new knowledge, and you will be a student of this new knowledge. You will be so interested in it. It's not like new knowledge that you have to learn and be bored of. I think your inner child will be so excited about it. You'll be very pulled towards it. You'll be passionate about learning more. And it is that learning as well, because you're using your mind here. It is that learning that will create this great fortune for you. So the great news about whatever investment that you're making here, it's an investment of money, but also an investment of mind. I want to say the great news is, whether you were investing in this or not, the fact that you're able to access this information just feeds your inner child. Your inner child's like, oh, I would do this for free. Just let me be part of this. So you're immersing yourself in books, and knowledge, and listening to maybe experts that you're lucky to have access to. Who knows, you might even be speaking to these experts and hearing things firsthand. Yeah, you're very passionate about it. You're gonna be very educated in this field. Can you imagine all this starting this year, not even next year? The beginning of your path of you being illuminated about something that your inner child's so excited about. And the more you know, the more you'll be able to create awesome things. It's almost like a new chapter that you're not expecting at all. And how knowledge can create fortune for you. This is exactly what I see, my dear pile number 2, when it comes to what you're manifesting before the end of the year. Congratulations, that's exactly what I see. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at what you're manifesting before the end of the year. So these are I feel this one as well, so I'm going to pull it out. These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them down for you guys down in the description box. Okay, but very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Lapis Lazuli in the shape of a star. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Capricorn, Libra, Taurus, and Scorpio. Welcome to reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's now create space and take a look at your oracle cards first. Where do we begin? Let's take these two. So you've got set your intentions. You've got hold the connection. Okay. I feel like this is dealing with energy. Set the intention and then hold the connection. Hold that focus or something. I don't know why, but I see it. Like this is literal manifestation, right? Okay. Like to focus your intention on something. You've got, oh, look at that. A sun in Pisces with vision. Something very spiritual here. Like manifesting something. You've got Saturn in Leo with generosity. Oh, this talks about a window, like you being in touch or seeing a window of time where generous, huge things can come true. Told you this was a spiritual pile, okay. You've got Sun in Libra with harmony. You've also got negotiation. Okay. Free market, big business, stock exchange, almost like an exchange of energy or something. You've got win the battle. Wow. Look at that. And you've got, what is that? Lover. I'll keep these two next to each other for now, but when we want to create space, I'll put it down there. But right now, I think it's time for us to pull your tarot cards, because seems like a very interesting reading. Let's see what this is saying. And yeah, the full message of what this is saying about what you're manifesting before the end of the year. Look at that, moving from one energy to another realm. This is a shift of focus and shift of energy. All right, Six of Swords. Yeah, we can place it here. Six of Swords. The Fool card, leading you to a new reality or something. Yeah, setting the seeds. Knight of Pentacles. The Hierophant. Almost like this is a witch in a herb shop buying the right herbs for her spell, right? You've got the Two of Swords. Again, focus, intention, right? Six of Cups. And the Judgment card. It starts rising, giving an offer for magic to happen. I mean, I really do see this energy here for you. And very different to the other piles in the, this one is out, let's take it, these two as well. In the idea that you're being informed that there is a window of time before the end of the year where if you put your focus in that moment, and I'm sure we're gonna try to find out the right moment. I'm seeing something like between the window of 5 to 7 December, just saying. I really think so. It will allow you to walk into the new year having set the seeds, magical seeds, to you getting something generously, being given generously of the energy that you set your intention on during that time. This energy, just like the plants, will continue to grow for you with the Six of Cups. Rise with the Judgment card, just like a plant from under the ground out into the world, where from the beginning of the new year you will start to see the sprout of this energy, and it will start growing from that moment onwards. Very interesting. I did not expect that type of energy to come through when choosing the topic today, but it talks about, with the Lover's card, infusing your intentions with love in that window of time. There's a window opening up specifically for you. Each one has different energies. Yes, we all shared, of course, things that are similar, like manifestation times, manifestation hours, but something pertaining to you specifically is there's a window. Let's call it a window of prayer for the sake of this reading. A window of prayer that takes in your wishes, manifests them directly, no energy interfering, nothing. It's just exactly like planting the seeds in the soil, in that minute, in that hour, in that time. I believe it's between the 5th and the 7th of December. Anytime anytime you choose to meditate in these days, these 2 days, will bring miraculous energy for you. Anything that you pray for and meditate on during these 2 days will be like planting seeds in the soil, and this energy will be giving back to you generously. Now it does say set your intention and hold the energy. From the very beginning I was like, what is that? This is like manifestation. So the guidance here is, you see, there is negotiation, there is win the battle. The guidance here is, and I don't know for how long, maybe 6 minutes, maybe 5 to 6 minutes, 6 minutes, I think 6 minutes. I think 6 minutes, or maybe 20 minutes. Okay, forget, sorry about the minutes for now. But you are guided to meditate and vibrate love when you're thinking about this wish. Anytime during these 2 days. And there's some form of negotiation here that you're meant to win. Perhaps it's the battle of the mind versus the vibration. Like maybe your mind's like, how are you going to make that true? How is that possible? How is it going to come true? Or maybe negative thoughts come true. Or it seems like with the mind, the sword here, there will be negotiation between you and your mind as you're envisioning this. You're guided to treat this negotiation just like the negotiation you have with children, with love, yet with a lot of wisdom. You're not supposed to dispel these ideas that you get about your wish, but you're meant to speak to them calmly, to guide them towards the energy of love. So you would say things like, I know you have concerns. We're going to take all the concerns that you have and respect it. That does not, however, mean that we can't have these dreams coming true when it's time to plan for it and quickly and apply it. All the concerns that you have, I will take into consideration. It's meant to be a win-win. So I know you're here to guide me. You know, these sort of ideas in order to keep the peace, not to dispel your mind, not to push it away, but not to let it prevent you from vibrating this love energy as you are imagining your dreams. It's a great window to have for maybe all of the dreams that you have to come true. And so go in this meditation with the intention of passion, excitement, and great vivid imagination. As you are imagining, start seeping in plans and smart ideas on how you can do that. Start introducing it. I'm going to do this for it to work. I'm going to do that for it to work. This is probably why you've got negotiation here. Because you're guided as you're nurturing these thoughts to start applying things in your mind. Like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Because as you're envisioning it, it's actually a way for you to manifest it. So this is where your mind is going to come in. This is where you're meant to create this balance and harmony as you're envisioning this. Your mind's going to go, all right, you think you can make this dream come true by doing this? And you can simply say, I respect your point of view. I do feel I can make this wish come true, but I definitely have your respect, your contribution, and I will be keeping all of the things, the warnings that you give me, write them down, respect them, and see how I can solve them. It doesn't mean we're going to cancel these dreams. It just means that we're going to think about them together. So we're going to be cooperating together for a win-win to see how we can make this happen. And that's how you win the battle. It's supposed to be win-win, not one pushing the other, not your brain pushing you out of this dream and not you pushing the warnings that your brains are giving you. Because this is like a sort of interactive type of meditation where you are somehow building in your mind before you are building in real life in this magical hour. And I keep feeling it's an hour. Is it an hour? 6, maybe 6 p.m., 6 in the morning. So I know it's between 5 and 7 December. Is there a specific hour that I'm missing here? Queen of Wands. Don't come too close to the sun. When the sun is setting, it's that liminal time where the day is ending and the night is beginning. Don't come too close to the sun. So I would say in the hour of your day where you know that this is the time where the sun is about to set or setting and the night's coming. That's exactly the time where you're guided to meditate. That is the golden hour, it seems, or the golden time, the golden window between the 5th and the 7th of December. Queen of Wands, it's a magical hour. Don't miss this hour because you can plant, look, different things, carrots, tomatoes. Yeah, you can plant different seeds is all I'm trying to say. You will see all of these new beginnings from the beginning of next year as you set these seeds. All of them will start sprouting, maybe different times, but at the beginning of next year, you will be really surprised about how they're starting to sprout. Maybe in their different seasons, but they're starting to sprout. Also, you're guided to start taking care of them. Minimal taking care, like each dream, what is the minimal thing? I don't want to say minimal as in, that's what you need, go buy, but more like take it easy. The universe is taking care of it for you, but do what's necessary. Do you need to water it? Do you need to make sure it has the right nutrients? Do you need to make sure you keep it out of the sun or into the sun? Of course, I'm speaking metaphorically. And so for each seed that you set during that meditation, you're guided to give it what it needs to survive. Maybe you don't have to go full in unless you enjoy doing that, but at least do something about it every day to take care of it minimally at least. I don't want to say minimally as in like do little as possible. I want to say do the little that you can. It's not about pushing through. It's more of an energy of we've got this. Just keep it up. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Just keep it up. If you work together, your vibration of love towards these new beginnings, as well as listening to your mind and either figuring things out during the meditation or going, right, I got your note, I'm going to write it down and see what we can do about it. Together, you will win this during that golden hour. So don't miss this time. It's a time of great generosity from the universe. It's kind of like that offer that you give for something to grow for you. I'm seeing also move away from burning emotions. You want to stay balanced. That's one of the magical aspects of this golden hour. If you vibrate in love and you manage to stay for a little while, I don't know how long, we can check that as well. If you manage to stay that long with balanced emotions, that is strong vibration that allows you to almost skip long times to reach that goal and just achieve it right away. So how long are you advised to meditate? 8 of Wands. The Moon card. What matters is that liminal time, and you can stay with the energy of the moon as long as you intuitively feel like you need to stay to imagine what you want to imagine and nurture that energy as discussed. So that's as long as you want, but most importantly, it's during that golden hour. But most importantly, set the intentions from maybe the day before or from now as you're watching the reading. Set the intention that you are going to connect, let's call it this portal, golden hour, before this day comes. Okay, and what's your guidance to negotiate best with your mind, since that's the focus here, as you imagine what you want and vibrate with love and excitement? What is your guidance for the best negotiation? So you've got the Tower card. And you've got the Knight of Wands. You've got the Nine of Wands with all of the magician tools here. Your mind has both energies. The energy of trying to keep you to survive, doesn't want to put you in any risk. And so it's doing its job of preventing you from doing something that it believes it might hurt you. And it also has the other part of excitement and creativity and passion. Let's call it left brain, like right brain. It's not, but let's just call it that. And so since the mind has these two areas, it is your job where to shift its attention with you, against you or with you. So both energies are there. And so the more you focus on the energy, that's why you want to say, yes, I got that into consideration. You're not pushing it this way. You're allowing this energy to exist. But it's simply shifting your focus one after the other. That's going to be exciting. That's going to be awesome. That's going to do this. That's going to do that. And so as you are allowing it to express itself, and then kindly show it the cool part, so to speak, you gently are able to take it 1 minute after the other to align with you on these passionate seeds that you are trying to build. And once you plant these seeds into your mind, especially during that golden hour, it's inevitable that these seeds are going to sprout for you. And so you're guided not to fight your brain. Remember, it's that same brain that saved you one day from things that you needed at that time. And so don't fight it. Simply acknowledge the warnings. Like say, we'll think about it, we'll find out a plan, and smoothly take it to focus with you on the passion. Yeah, I think we've explained that part. All right. Let's keep your cards there and find out more information regarding that day and what you're meant to know during your golden hour. Okay, so what else are you meant to know in terms of manifesting what you want before the end of the year? You've got the Two of Cups. There's something about you and your mind that this golden hour is so important because it allows a great healing opportunity in the areas where you and your mind used to work against each other. It's kind of like a brilliant window that allows you to work with your mind as opposed to previously going against your mind. It's almost like you and your brain being friends again. Yeah. And working in harmony together. So nice. So nice. You've got the King of Swords. The Eight of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. This is so important because can you believe this? Healing your harmony with your brain, perhaps because of King of Swords, that's going to give you a super healthy mind. King of Swords, balanced, healthy mind that will not just affect your intelligence and thoughts and strategy and you manifesting what you want, but believe it or not, it is going to be so powerful that it will allow you to reverse the effect of time on your mind and on your body. It's like becoming young again. becoming younger again. Can you believe this? This is why this golden hour is super important for you and that you're meant to know about it today. 8 of Cups. I'm not sure what it's saying yet. We'll find out in a moment. Yeah, 8 of Cups, like leave all of the confusion, leave all the mental fog. Setting your files in order in your mind. Yeah, that's what I'm, rearrangement of files, organizing the files, things starting to become more systematic and work, I would say, properly. Yeah, that's what I feel here. A lot of healing going on in that time. Please don't miss this time, my dear pile number 3. You've got, you see, the Empress. It's a lot of healing. This healing is healing for the mind, healing for the body, healing emotionally. Can you imagine just like a little bit of time? I don't know, an hour, 60 is 60 minutes. Perhaps it's an hour. But your cards are anyway saying don't force yourself as long as you need. As long as you need. One passionate seed after the other. It's really healing. It's really quality time, let's call it, between you and your mind during that great healing time. And the Queen of Pentacles. This is saying that there are some areas in your mind that what I'm about to say is crazy, but that's what I'm seeing. There are areas in your mind that were wounded at an early age, and because of this wound, it didn't have time to grow, let's say mature. And remember, I'm not an expert, I'm just a tarot reader, but I'm just showing you what I'm seeing in the cards. And these areas that didn't have the space to mature, during that time, you allow it to heal properly so that it can start growing and healing and maturing for you. Can you believe this? So this is like emotional maturity in the areas where you need emotional maturity. Dare I say, I'm going to say it, mental maturity and becoming clear-headed, intelligent, growing in these areas. It's like you and your mind becoming best friends, working in great harmony together. Maybe even left brain, right brain, whatever. This is like great harmony working together. You keep getting you and your mind becoming now best friends, and it helps you, becomes your friend now, and helps you manifest what you want instead of constantly standing in your way and going, no, we're not going to do that, don't come near this, don't touch that, no, because it's got the responsibility to make you survive as it believes. This time heals all of these wounds. Believe it or not, healing. Oh my God, if I were you, pile number 3, I would totally make use of this hour, of this time. And I keep saying golden hour. It must be an hour, 60, right? But again, don't put pressure on yourself. As long as you need. It's a golden, let's call it, it's there for an hour, okay? And make use of that hour as long as you can and want to. It's a great opportunity to heal mentally, physically, emotionally, where your brain becomes aligned with you to help you manifest that what you want in your life. What type of winning the battle is that? Hold the connection. It looks like it's the connection with you and your brain. Hold it. Stay as long as it needs. And you will manifest marvelous things. I also see a peacock here, and there was a great highlight on the peacock in pile number 1. And so I would say if you're drawn to pile number 1, I highly recommend it for you. Okay. 5 to 7 December. Finally, anything that you need to keep in mind before, during, or after the meditation? Any important guidance? The Star card. 5 of Cups. Wait. Drop the sadness. That's why. Drop the sadness. Very funny how that message came. And the Emperor. I feel like this is talking about before you begin. First of all, like, remember when I told you set the intention mark it on your calendar and that time that you are going to do that, so you don't forget. Mark it on your calendar, definitely. Also, another thing is list down your dreams that you want to meditate about. Be ready with what type of things you want to set the seeds towards. Most importantly, as you get into that meditation, don't imagine things that are tainted with sadness. What does that mean? Don't be fooled about vibrating love with spiced with sadness. I'll tell you what I mean. Things like, oh, wouldn't it be nice to have a friend after a long time of speaking to no one? That is love tainted with sadness. Now, is it valid for you to feel like that? Absolutely. Absolutely. Just not during that hour. It should be things like, it would be so lovely to have a friend and do this and do that and share great times together. Don't in the middle go with, oh, so I can tell my friends about the sad things that I went through. You know what I mean? That during that hour, don't taint your vibration with sad emotions. Focus on, I don't want to tell you block the sadness, no, but shift your focus towards the beautiful positive is what I'm saying. Drop the focus on the sadness. Don't taint the love coming with vibration rooted from sadness, but rather rooted from love and hopefulness and gratitude, most importantly. From a place of, I'm grateful that I get to have this hour. I'm grateful for all the awesome things that I had in my life, the things that were awesome, and I'm looking forward to having this and that and this and that, because I know I'm going to enjoy it so much. And imagine the beautiful things that you would do when you have these great blessings in your life. That's what I mean by don't taint it, drop it, don't taint it with sadness. Sometimes when we've gone through things like any normal human being in life, we have sadness. That's just normal. So during that hour, don't taint it with these emotions. It's all vibrations, remember, at the end of the day. Because if you do that, vibrate with love and gratitude and focus on, it's a negotiation with your mind. If you are able to just hold it during that time, you allow your mind to shift to your side, allowing for great healing of the sadness itself. And once you're done, so before, set out a list, set it on your calendar. During, we found out about how to vibrate with love. And after, you're guided to water it. Do what is necessary. Again, I don't want to say the minimum, but do what is necessary to keep it up. Don't push yourself, but do what is necessary. And my dear pile number 3, that is exactly what I see in your reading when it comes to what you're manifesting before the end of the year. That was so cool, my dear pile number 3. If you're also drawn to pile 1, there's something very interesting there as well. Not in your way, I don't want to compare, but that was so cool, to be honest. But if you want to check pile number 1, I highly recommend it for you. And I hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!